Welcome back to Jesus or Muhammad. We've got callers waiting online, and we're going to try to get to all of you before the end of the show. Hang in there. We have a very short video. Now, we've heard from Ahmed, who's a 17-year-old who says he doesn't know a whole bunch about Islam, but he's a devout Muslim. We appreciate his opinion, and we give all of you a chance to present your opinion. Now, here's the opinion of someone ranking a little bit higher in the eyes of the Muslim Ummah, and this is a Muslim imam in Palestine who was speaking on the subject of the relationship of Islam and Jews, not just Israel and Palestine or politics, as Ahmed was pointing out, but Islam and Jews. Look very carefully at what he says. You Arabic speakers will like it. You'll get to hear the Arabic and see the translation underneath. Let's look at that quick video now, and then we'll get to the callers. Let's see that right now.
بشكل عام وأعداء الفلسطينيين بشكل خاص. أيها المسلمون، إن اليهود هم اليهود، إن اليهود هم اليهود. لو تركت الحمير نهقها والكلاب نباحها والذئاب عواءها والأفاعي لدغها ما ترك اليهود عداءهم للمسلمين. يقول صلى الله عليه وسلم: ما اختلى يهوديان بمسلم إلا فكر في قتله. أيها المسلمون، لن تتحرر هذه البلاد ولن تتحرر هذه المقدسات وهذه المساجد إلا بالعودة إلى كتاب الله تبارك وتعالى، وإلا عندما يستعد جميع المسلمين لأن يكونوا مجاهدين في سبيل الله من أجل نصرة فلسطين وشعب فلسطين وأرض فلسطين ومقدسات فلسطين. يقول صلى الله عليه وسلم: تقاتلون اليهود فتقتلوهم حتى ينطق الشجر والحجر فيقول: يا مسلم يا عبد الله. لن ينطق الشجر والحجر ويقول: يا عربي، ولن يقول وين الملايين، ولن يقول الشعب العربي وين، بل سيقول: يا مسلم يا عبد الله. هذا يهودي ورائي فتعال فاقتله إلا شجر الغرقد فإنه من شجر اليهود. إذا لن تتحرر هذه البلاد إلا بالجهاد.
There you have a Muslim imam in Palestine quoting Islamic hadith. Notice very carefully, and that's a very Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim talks about, and even as you saw in the video, be prepared for the real Holocaust. In Islamic teachings and the hadith, it specifically says in the last day, Jesus will descend. And Muhammad also is going to be coming, and they're going to fight, and they're going to kill. They're going to break all the crosses, kill all the pigs, kill the Jews. Kill all the Jews. It's going to be such a horrible Holocaust and slaughter of the Jews that the Jews will run and hide behind stones and trees until Allah will give the stone and the tree a mouth, and they'll cry out to the Muslim, "Oh Muslim, oh Abdullah, come, there is a Jew hiding behind me. Come and slay him." Except for the tree of Garkad, because that's the tree of the Jews. I hadn't figured that part out yet. But anyways, this is a Muslim imam explaining for us the view of Islam. Not just Arabs against Israelis, not just Muslims against this delineation supposedly of Zionists, but Muslims against Jews, specifically coming from the Quran, from the Hadith, from the example of Muhammad himself. All right? Well, Brother David, we're going to go to the calls from now until the end of the show. Do you have any quick comment before we go to the calls?
No, let's go to the calls.
Let's go to the calls right now. Welcome, you're on the air with Jesus or Muhammad.
Good evening. How are you this fine day?
Welcome. Good evening. We're doing good. Hope you are.
Well, I'm doing fine. Phoenix, Arizona is nice and warm. I understand you guys are cold.
Yes, well, it's always cold here. Global warming is having its effect.
Okay, yeah, right. There is such a thing, I suppose.
Yeah, in Washington, D.C. only. Go right ahead.
Well, I'd like to preface my statement first by saying that I am a devout Christian.
Amen.
My wife is from the Middle East, and we study, she in her Arabic Bible, and I in my Christian Bible.
Wonderful.
Or my English Bible, not Christian.
Yes.
I would like to say that historically speaking, and you guys would have a more enlightened view of this perhaps can shed some light on this. Allah, before Muhammad, there were Arabic Christians that called on Allah, and they explained him as the same way that the Jews did, I believe. After Muhammad, when he perverted who Allah was, is this one reason why there's probably double standards that the Arabs put on everything, or the Muslims put on everything?
So you're drawing a parallel between the Muslims hijacking the divine name that Christian Arabs were using, Allah, and giving the same term a completely different representation to the idea of double standards and perhaps deception or misrepresenting the truth today. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am.
Brother David, you want to comment on any of that? Or?
Well, I just say that, yes, the term Allah does predate the rise of Islam, and most people believe that the term of Allah is just a generic term for God. So the early Christians and the Jews before them did not use the word God. The word God is the word that we use in English. Similarly, most would say that the word Allah is just the word that Christians or Jews who were speaking Arabic would have used, and I'm fine with that position. Some would object to it, right. But the bottom line is that much like our word God in English, you can use it for all kinds of things, God, or you can use it for a God, something like that. And so the Christians during this time could have used the word God. The Jews could have used the word Allah. The Jews could have used the word Allah. The pagans would have also used the word Allah, which was one of their gods, perhaps the supreme God out of all of their many gods. But Muhammad came along and used this term Allah, and yes, pumped it full of Islamic theology. But other than that, there's not really much I could say.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Is this one of the reasons why they claim that Jesus was strictly a prophet and that he was a God and not the God?
Are you talking about Islam saying that Jesus was a God but not the God?
Yes.
No, a prophet.
Okay, yeah, Jesus, of course, in the Islamic view, Jesus is a prophet, but the view of Jehovah's Witness is that Jesus was a God with a little g, but not the God. But let me just give you a quick piece of information. In Arabic, it's generally accepted by scholars, linguists, that Allah is a shortening of the two words in Arabic, al-illah. Now, al is just the definite article, and illah it means God. And you will actually find that word in the Arabic Bible, illah, not Allah, but illah. Like when it says there's only one God, there's no God but one. It doesn't say Allah, but it does say illah as a generic term. So there is an issue there. They have made this Allah into this God that doesn't look anything like the God of the Christians or the Jews. But no, with Jesus, of course, they deny any deity whatsoever. Big G, little g, Allah or al-illah.
But you just answered my next question.
Okay, all right, great.
Keep up the good work. I enjoy listening to your